Hey, it's the D-Town Jackal here with another action figure review. So what we're looking at here is the Toy Biz Spider-Man series Sandman that came out in 2004. And looking straight through the packaging, you can see that it does come with a lot of accessories. So let's get this guy open. So here's the back of the box. Now the card is kind of bent a little bit, but you can see Sandman there. There's a Hydro Blast Spider-Man, a superposable Spider-Man, and then a dual web swinging Spider-Man. Now the Sandman, aka Flint Marko, first appeared back in The Amazing Spider-Man number 4 back in 1963. Through an accident, he's been endowed with the ability to shapeshift through sand. So here we have the Sandman with all his interchangeable arms. Now I do want to mention each arm is going to be different. I do believe this one is going to be the right arm, and as you can see, it's going to be some kind of a grasping type deal here. It does have its own little gimmick here. They can just press it down and it opens up like that. So the hand basically is like a little clamp. Looking closely at the arm and the hand, you can see that they actually did a lot of detail trying to make it look like it was made out of sand. You see all the little grain, there's a lot of little texture here, a couple of scratches here and there. Now here's another attachment. Right here on the hand, it does have a little bit of articulation, and you can kind of just close it or open it up. And on these older Toy Biz figures, you can see there's a lot of paint detail going on here. Look at that. Look at the shading here. And here's another attachment. It's basically a ball with some spikes on it. And again, man, I just love this detail here. You can see just the way the sand kind of drips down like this. Look at that. I like that. And here we have the final accessory, a little axe arm here. And one thing I'm really digging about this figure is that they have that sand texture going throughout. And that looks pretty dope. And again, man, I can't say enough about the shading that these older Toy Biz figures had. Man, that's awesome. So here we have the Sandman. And I do got to say, the only part of his body that you're not going to see any sand texturing is going to be on his hands and his face. Anything flesh toned or whatever, you're not going to see that. And yeah, basically you can see the sand texturing on his chest, and he's sporting that green shirt he always wears in the comics. So here's a closer look at his pants, and again, you can see all this texturing going throughout the figure. It's even on the belt and the belt buckle. So everything looks kind of weathered and sandy. On the back side, you can see that he even has little pockets back here. And on his feet, you can see a little bit of the detail on the boot where it looks weathered, and you can see little laces here. In the way of articulation, his head does turn all the way around. He can look down. That's pretty good. He can look up a good amount. Look at that. He does have chest articulation. He does have a waist swivel here. His arm rotates all the way around. It does hinge open. He has a bicep swivel. He has a double jointed elbow. And he has a wrist swivel here. And then he has articulation here in the fingers. Just the four together. They clamp together. Not individual, but he does have individual articulation here on the thumb. As far as leg articulation goes, his leg does move up a good amount. As far as going backwards, it doesn't go too far back like that. But he can do the splits. He has an upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees. He has ankle articulation here. He has an ankle rocker and has toe articulation. Here he is wielding his interchangeable arms here. So he got the axe and the little clinchy hand here going on. And here he is with the other set. So in conclusion, if you happen to find this figure, MOC or loose, I would recommend it's a definite buy. Whether it's from eBay or just a Facebook group or whatever. I feel that, this is something that Hasbro has been lacking in, is just having this kind of articulation and detail in their figures. And, I don't know, it's just something that I kind of miss in these Toy Biz figures. But anyway, what are you going to do? So that about wraps it up for this action figure review. Again, if you want to go ahead and follow me on my TikTok and subscribe to my YouTube and then comment and, figure it out. Anyway, D-Town Jackal out.